Welcome back, guys, to Final Fantasy 13, where we enjoy some lovely sim-style music as we search for the Cie'th Waystones, or at least do some Cie'th Stone missions so we can unlock at least our first Waystone. But just to get ourselves a little bit grinded up, and there's monsters coming from above. What on earth? There's a treasure chest to the right-hand side, but we're never going to get to it because, of course, one of these guys has swooped on us yet again. So our last foe of last episode is the first foe of this one. Okay, bully is not the right paradigm. I wanted to go even odds, very much so. Our health is not good. If only we could land slow right then, it would have been great. Right then. So yes, we're off on the search for Cie'th Waystones, and a monster that is elusive. It didn't appear at the mark he was at, but I'm pretty sure it's just further along this way. So hopefully as soon as I get slow on this guy, and so he can stop beating the rubbish out of me. That's not good. Lightning just got completely shut down. So that was the wrong timing for that, that's for sure. Let's Medigard a second. Okay, you ready to go? Lovely jump. Ow. Oh, just give us the slow before we get bravery and faith on. Yes, we're searching for that guy, and that monster's really, really elusive. But hopefully we can unlock our second Cie'th Waystone soon. And therefore start the warping and the teleporting that we need. There's going to be it's a really, really big land on Pulse, so we need it to get around the fastest way possible, and there's lots of rewards to be gained from the Cie'th Waystones. Of course, experience being one of them. Now, between episodes, I have done a fair bit of grinding. There is actually a fair bit of leveling to do, but I'll do that after we encounter our actual destined opponent. Also, the fact that you guys... Wow, you guys are commenting me like, why am I not upgrading weapons? We'll upgrade, at least we'll start the upgrading process for at least one guy so far. The real reason I haven't is because we're lacking a couple of things here or there. We're lacking weapons that are worth upgrading for most characters, and more to the point, shops or access to places where we can get materials for the most efficient way to upgrade the weapons. Treasure chests! A ruined bracelet, that must be pretty good. We better look through the accessories sometime soon, because I'm probably using really, really outdated ones, and I really need to use something a bit better. I think straight HP is probably the best way to go right now, because we can get some nice immune to status debuffs and all that. We don't know what kind of strong enemies we'll face doing these missions anyway, because these missions are mostly something to do at game's end. There are a certain amount available to us earlier on, but it's kind of like we might bash into something that's just way above my head. Like right now, where I'm getting completely wrecked by the gigantic flan. Quick heal Fang. We do not have a lot of HP for these guys, and I really want to get the Alrunes. So hopefully if I start debuffing them, Lightning is going to get the idea and Ruinga them. I was hoping for her to just walk over and smack them down, but we went to bully instead of evened odds, and that was definitely the wrong way to go. So now we're healed up, we should be a lot better off, except he's beating up Fang. Stop beating up Fang. Lightning, get healing. Hybrid Flora is bashing us quite nastily, but with D-Shell on, we're going to have a lot better time of it, that's for sure, he says, as Lightning nearly gets taken down. Come over here, guy, while we just heal up a second. Kind of annoying that Hope's casting Faith and Brave on himself, especially when he doesn't actually do any physical attacks in the first place. There's no reason for him to buff himself with Brave. He's very much purely a magic caster. Don't let him cast the guard spells! Ow! Except we have Protect against water, so that's not bad at all. Just Gar spells are my enemy, Gar spells are my fear. 5 stars, nice amount of Christian points. I'll go well towards our leveling up a bit later. So we pass through the lovely, lovely scenery that this place has always given us. Right, I'm a bit... Yes, I was going to say I'm a bit worried about plants coming to life. And that was a real worry. We want to get preemptive strike if we can, though that guy's definitely going to see us if we hang around a bit more. If you turn around that way. That's cool. You go that way. I'm going to preemptive strike on this guy, who should be... No. Yes, we did get one. I think. Maybe. Flush. I want to kill the Triffids before the other guys, so that's a bit of a problem. Go for Triffid. The other Triffid. Now if we stagger both the Triffids... Oh, they're healing as well. And then go for the quick kill. So we're just left with Mr. Extremely Big Guy. I really need to change to a healing paradigm soon.
Change of plan.
And just make sure I can live it. But those Triffids are the main problem because they could debuff us quite horrendously after that first time when we fought them. I do not want to be facing that. But at least Lightning's got the right idea in the fact that she's healing me before Hope, even though Hope has the less HP by a mile. It'd be nice to put D-Protect on our guys, but water goes incoming from this guy. It's kind of funny because the anyone red monster you generally expect to be a fire caster. You don't generally expect them to be casting water or anything along those values. It's just the way you're trained in Final Fantasy that elemental colours are usually shown as a shell, as a warning sign, you could say. Just like the natural world where poisonous creatures are often brightly coloured or, you know, very flamboyant, you could say. They usually show off the danger to kind of dissuade predators all the same, even though they are themselves deadly in one way or another. Right. So it still looks like we're not coming into contact with anything we're looking for. Treasure chest, however. I should be right in saying that the stone we're looking for, the enemy we're looking for, is this way. So pray, just pray and pray. Ooh, save point down there, and munchkins. Hello, dudes. What's going on? You all having a seat? Having a little party? Let me ruin that a little bit. Munchkins, I remember these. The goblin-type enemies. See if I can stagger more than one, or at least keep their abilities up by trying to get a blitz on them. No, none of you have your bars up? They drop pretty fast, but Munchkins, they're pretty weak by the look of it. No one's doing an attack that's monstrous. Already taken down one. And guess our guys have already found their weaknesses. They're pinpointing them anyway. Not in the slightest bit of threat. Even without the massive stagger and the quick kill that we could have had.
Hardly worth the effort.
Yet more points, and we missed a save point on the way back there. So let's do our first bit of weapon upgrading, seeming people are interested in that. Right, so weapon upgrading, there's two rules. There's materials on the list for getting a multiplier for experience, and then there's materials that add experience to your weapon. That's generally how you kind of like level them up. You can also level up accessories as well. I've never actually done that before, strangely enough. I've never actually bothered with the accessories. I never really 100%ed Final Fantasy 13, unlike Final Fantasy 13 too. So we're going to use the Hawkeye weapon for Hope here. It's going to have an extremely high magic value, which is very much we want, because, well, Hope's just a really, really good Ravager in the end. So what you want is there's a certain selection of items that when you give 36 of them to a weapon adds a ×3 multiplier, which is the biggest you can get. And one of them, if I'm right in saying, is the Vibrant Ooze, which we have 36 already set up for us. So we give 36 Vibrant Oozes, which I can just press up to give, to the weapon. That'll improve its level just one, because it has some base experience to add anyway. But as you can see, you get more magic, more strength, just a stronger weapon as a whole. It's just a separate upgrade pathway. But we also get experience bonus ×3, which says future upgrades will receive a 200% experience bonus, which probably doesn't make much sense with EXP bonus ×3. Whatever. And then we looked for a very, very high or very large amount. Oh, we got credit chips and incentive chips. We might want to sell them and get ourselves a nice amount of money. But say, for example, stuff like the superconductors here give a lot of experience per token. Now we want to unlock another shop, which is like the R&D depot, I think it's called. But something like this, these perfect conductors give a hell of a lot of experience. But we're going to use something that we've just managed to find along the way, you could say. And we have a lot of them. The silicon oil, we're going to give them all and hope to upgrade a hell of a lot. So level improved from level 2 to level 25, and you can see a massive magic upgrade for Hope there. So we can get it up. I think it's one more level for the Hawkeye. So if we just give it something just random, just some random stuff around and about. Doesn't matter what it is, even though it's not under the ×3 bonus, we're just going to level it up nice and quick this way. Radial bearing, you can go in. Electrode. Digital circuit, yes, some of these. We'll use some of these. So how many do we need? That's just going to be a little bit too little. No, that was the right amount. Okay, so we got Hawkeye Star. Now at this point in time, it's the highest level for this version of the weapon. But you can upgrade it again by using a transformational material, which we don't have for this weapon at the moment. But one of these, the Millerites, Cobaltites, any of these kind of like gemstones or rocks, you can use to change your weapons to a different type. So we're just going to upgrade Hope's weapon for now. And as you can see, while before he was kind of flagging in one respect or another for damage, when we equip this weapon to him, his magic stat is going to go pretty sky high. So he's going to now have the best magic out of anyone in the party, and he's going to have a really, really, really good weapon for it. So there's a bit of weapon upgrading there. We haven't really got the weapons that I'd want to upgrade for the other characters yet, so we'll do some more in-depth weapon upgrading later on. But there's that just done. Now where's our mark? It's got to be somewhere. Let's check the map. Gone absolutely miles here. And look, we finally found the location for our mark. It's just ahead of us. Let's go. Finally. The original mark location was just never really there at all. It was always a lot further away. Are we going to have to fight a load of Triffids even though I'm jumping down the other way? Ah! Please no Triffids. It's just a load of these guys. Let's try to get preemptive. Don't turn around! Don't turn around! No! If we try to get a preemptive, we're going to be a lot better off for this fight. Let's just back off a second. And re-engage. We could use a Deceptisol for the same effect. It's just so much better to get plain old normal preemptive. Turn around. Thank you. I think you should be... No. He sees me coming no matter what. Deceptisol it is. You cannot see me, sir. You are aware. No matter what, the Deceptisol should allow me to engage you straight off the bat. There's our mark, and there's a lot of them. It's like a bowling alley, in fact. So if we get in there with a blitz, we should be quite... lucky if we get in there nice and fast. Big guys, big spells fast. Blitz and blitz again. Oh no, you're healing them. This is not what you want to do, guys. Okay, there's most of them down. They seem to be very durable when it comes to spell damage, in fact. A lot of immunes, a lot of absorbs. Someone's summoning something. Just use the immunes, guys. Don't use the absorbs. Because something's coming in, and it's something very, very big. Right, something came in here, and I do not like it at all. Is that the previous mark that we fought?
Thanks.
It might possibly be the previous mark that we fought. He's immune to all kinds of spell damage, which is not very good when we started off with the 2 Ravager combination there. Bully could work really well on him, however. Yes, ruins work very, very well. So we let lightning go to work on that guy. Try to get fog on him, even though... Ow, 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 ow. Combat clinic, combat clinic. Use a potion as well. Medigard, Medigard, Medigard. Oh, no, we're fine. A lot of healing worked out pretty well for that. Kill the Verdelet. Come on, Lightning, get to work. You've nearly got him. Okay, cool. We got that. And Ugalu is back for another round, it seems. So we are able to put D-Protect and D-Shell on him. I was not expecting to have to fight you again. Debuff as much as you want, sir. I'm going to debuff you just the same. Probably ruined my chance for a 5-star by letting him summon, but I didn't know, of course, that spell damage would just prove so ineffective. Right, he's got a low stagger margin, so it might be just best to stagger before debuffing. You keep bashing on Lightning all you want, because you're going up in the air, sir.
Change of plans.
Send Lightning up there, get that D-Shell. Come back so more magic damage can be done. And a quick kill.
That's how it's done.
Oh, we still got the 5-star for this mark. A lot of CP and mission complete. We got a pearl necklace. And yet another mark down. Hopefully no... Oh, treasure chest. Lovely. What will we find? So I wonder whether... Oh, 2 nuggets of Millerite. So that's going to be good for weapon transformations later, hopefully. Now, however, after doing the mark, I said we'd do some leveling. So let's get straight to it. So this is a lot of CP gained from one of the best CP grinding spots earlier on when Pulse. We'll come across it later on. I've just already been there to kind of get our characters a bit more beefy for the challenges to come. But we're after first, as you can see, we're going to tear through the CP really, really fast. First of all, we just have this ATP level, ATB even. And then we're going to go switch to Sentinel because Sentinel upgrading it. I'm not too jazzed about the skills at the moment. What I'm after is just plain stats. HP, magic and strength. Just more damage and more survivability. Generally seems like such a radically good idea. And we're mainly going for the low CP cost orbs. Because whenever you start off on one of these, the costs of course get more expensive. So we can get more bang for our buck if we go through every little kind of roll and just pick up the starting abilities. There we go. See, quickly leveled. But she is a hell of a lot more powerful now for it. So the same thing kind of for Lightning. We could go a little bit of the way through Ravager or not really. Let's go Medic, because Medic's probably going to give us a lot of stats for a lot cheaper. For only 4,000, for example. So a lot of HP, a lot of magic, which is good for Lightning because she's mainly our Ravager. She's very, very all-rounded. Strength, magic, and HP. I like it. There's like lots of HP 20 up there. We may as well pick up Cure as well, considering she can be a medic from time to time. Make sure that she's basically got the survivability to take on anything. Let's get some more magic up here. Maybe some more HP as well. That's her done. Of course, we're not using our other characters at the moment, but I might switch some more of them into the party later on. So we might switch around parties in later episodes so we get more of each character being used. But Hope, Fang and Lightning have this really nice kind of synergy early on in the fact that they kind of cover every single role as a party of 3. There's no kind of problem with that. You really have to like either go with one certain party of 3 or another certain party of 3. Otherwise, you kind of miss out on every single role or every single ability. Now that Fang's got D-Shell and D-Protect, she's a very, very good saboteur. Especially with like all this daze and all that. We can actually get some more skills with her. So with Hope, we want to go Ravager. Now the reason for that is that over here, if you look, we have, not here, over here we have Gar spells. So big damage. So instead of going for stats with Hope, because we've upgraded his weapon, so he's already got a load of magic and he's just getting more now. Strength's kind of useless to him, but magic 600? We're going to go straight for the Gars. He's already got his ATB level upgrade after all. But we're just going to get some crazy new spells. So we've got Vigor up here, which boosts chain bonus effect to your attacks when HP is high. Hope's always got low HP, so we're just going to go for the the rest of the guards along the line. There's Water Guards, Fundago up there. Are we probably not going to reach this one? Yes, we did, just with the bare amount of CP we had left. So he may have not got much stat upgrades from the CP system, but he did get the weapons, so that's pretty good. He's got the lowest HP by a mile, but now his spell range is ridiculous. So he's going to prove to be a massive damage dealer over the next couple of episodes, that's for sure. Anyway, moving on with the training up. More Cie'th Stone missions. So another Cie'th Stone should activate now because of defeating the previous one. So maybe it's that one back there by the treasure chest. If you can see it. That might be our next mission. So let's have a quick look. On our way, quick jump, faster walk. I can't wait for the time we get chocobos, but having some waystones up first of all is going to be pretty useful for us. So let's just activate that ability, more or less. Hello, Cie'th Stone. Are you mission number 5? Mission 5, Joyless Reunion. So I'm to rid the world of Edimu. She was prowling the Sumitran Basin. How the hell do you say that? Sumitran Basin. Last I heard. Perhaps it is time to pay her a final visit and join her as a Cie'th. I could not bear to raise a weapon against my own wife after all, not even if her mind is no longer her own. Oh, that's not good. Where's this mission going to lead us to? Let's check the map. Which way? All the way back here? Is that? So we got to head all the way back there for the mission? Or not? I'm kind of slightly confused. Or do we head along? Because these missions go everywhere and anywhere. Well, it says the mission mark is a star, after all, but that star is slightly different than stars we've seen before. Let's start on our way back there. So much traveling, it's kind of slightly ridiculous, in fact. Activating these waystones is a painful activity. I think mission 6 gives us our first teleport waystone, and every mission you do activates more waystones along the line, or at least gives you access to more missions that appear. So therefore you kind of have to do the missions if you want to pick up the waystones, every kind of mission along the way. Otherwise you just can't take the mission to get the waystone itself, so we just need to just crank some of them out. Right then. We are heading the right way, aren't we not? The answer is no. Where are we? I'm losing myself. Just to the right-hand side. So it's not actually that far away at all. Unless it asks us to go somewhere completely different in the end when we get there. Which is probably likely considering how the last waystone mission went. Right, so up around here. And it should be coming up. So I think it's asking us to go back up again. So it's kind of stuck in its own way of not being able to decide exactly where the mission is. So now we're up here. Does that actually give us a marker to go towards or not? Yes, a marker around that corner. There was also an objective marker there as well, so let's go check that out. So this is our activated waystone now with the mission completely completed. We can use that whenever we want, but we need to get more waystones to take us to other places. Alright, so we'll dodge these monsters. No treasure chests around, is there? Nope. Save points, that's for sure. There's a treasure chest. And it appears an objective marker as well. Or something launching an attack. Hello, we have more power now. We have a 5th ATB bar for Fang. So things are going to go even more our way. And hope with his massive magic damage upgrade over this episode, he's actually doubled his magic total. It's actually doing some crazy damage. Fang as well is doing about 2,600 a hit. We're actually killing them before they stagger now. We get extremely more lethal over the course of this episode. By the way, the importance of getting more ATB segments is that the ATB segments themselves charge faster with the more segments you have. So it may seem like it might take longer to charge because there's a further distance to go to do the more attacks. But actually in reality, it charges faster the more we get, so that's great. Let's open up this treasure chest. 9 diabolic tells, that might prove useful later on, but let's check out this objective marker.
Something on your mind?
Huh? Oh, I was just thinking.
About what? Something complicated?
I was just taking it all in. The sky here, the trees, the sunlight, the smells. When I was on Cocoon, I never dreamed a place like this could even exist. But now, here I am, on Pulse. If I hadn't gone to those fireworks, if I hadn't been sitting in that same train car during the purge, if anything had been different, I'd never have had a chance to see this.
No. I'm sure you would have wound up here. Don't you remember you promised me? You promised me that we'd come and see Grand Pulse together.
Really? When did I do that?
I don't know. How about another lifetime?
What does that even mean?
To tell you the truth, I've told so many lies. It's all a blur.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to lie about stuff to keep yourself going because you're afraid. Or to protect someone else so they don't get hurt. Sometimes even the things that everyone in the whole world thinks are true turn out to be lies. At the end of the day, though, it's not the lie that matters, but what you do after you tell it. Work hard enough, and you can make it true. I mean, maybe we both forgot. Maybe we did promise to see Grand Pulse together. And Cocoon.
Thanks, Hope.
Do something for me, will ya? Keep smiling. It makes me happy when you smile.
I didn't know you felt that way. Wait a minute. You mean you were joking?
Now we're even.
Oh! Hey! Wait! Hey!
It's just a little lovely side scene there with Hope and Vanille. Yeah, Hope starts on his path to becoming a lady killer, not a monster killer, as we've kind of been doing all episode. Yeah, pretty random that. I think they were kind of talking along the lines of white lies, but making a lie become true is pretty hard for most of the lies I've ever heard in my life. They're kind of massive, gigantic porkies after all. So where are we heading next? Along to the left or to the right? To the left. So we have to head a pathway down there. We'll have to do that next episode, guys. It's taken far too long to find our mark that episode. Quite hard. And then we actually found a previous mark as well. Warped into the battle, but we leveled up a hell of a lot. We did some weapon upgrading. We gained a lot of power over the course of this episode. So next episode we'll be searching down more marks, getting our first waystone open, hopefully. And then hopefully moving along with the story after a bit of training, bit of buffing ourselves up to cope with the animals, well, the enemies. Yes, that's an interesting word, of Pulse. So join me next episode. I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye-bye.